You unclean powers, I command that temple to catch fire right now. I command that shrine to burn to ashes.
My name is Ntombi Mnyikiso. I'm a South African who was in Switzerland. It's the first time this weekend meeting the bond servant. I've been under spiritual attacks all of 2025, and I was in the verge of giving up, thinking nobody is equipped to help me, but I kept on trusting in the power of the Holy Spirit. Then my sister told me about the man of God. I've known about him in less than a month, but I watched just one of his videos, sermons, and that night immediately I was already dreaming, killing some lizards in the dreams. So tonight it was quite an encounter because it was the first time I'm seeing him in the flesh, and I could feel it the minute he started to lay hands on people far from me. I was already unsettled, so I knew that something is going to happen. By the time he came near me, I don't remember. All I remember is that something became very angry and felt like picking something and just throwing it at the man of God. And then I remember that I was in the altar after that.
There is a calabash. Her name is there. Her hair is there. Her underwear is there. All kinds of things are there. So they used these things to create a spiritual enchantment, a spiritual spell to afflict her. And this thing is kept in a dark room where many pots, ancient pots are kept, and they put fire on it daily to afflict this woman. You unclean powers, I command that temple to catch fire right now. I command that shrine to burn to ashes.
As I lay there, he was dressed in white as he kept on speaking and speaking and speaking. He was like in a white suit. As I was there, I could see myself. I was in a stage, and there were people who were trying to block me from climbing the stage. So I was wrestling with a woman who was blocking me from singing in the stage, saying I don't need to go, the people who are there are enough. So when the more the man of God was declaring, talking to us as it appeared in white, there's this fire that appeared, and it's like it engulfed around me. I gained the strength of pushing the woman aside, and I climbed the stage and I joined the choir that was singing. And secondly, there was a dream which was always troubling me. There were two men in the dream who were always kicking me in my abdomen. Tonight, I gained the strength. I had this vision as I climbed through the realm of myself kicking that man where he was kicking me in the stomach. So I had the power to fight back on different things. We were moving from one thing to another as I was lying there. I could feel my legs being lifted, like I'm walking, I'm gaining strength, especially on my right leg. I've been having problems with my right leg. When I enter the office at work, my right leg would jam like I'm limping. I've been limping all along. I could feel my right leg being lifted, like I'm stepping in an atmosphere where it's like I'm being lifted up as I am moving. I want to thank God for the encounter. I can testify a lot for someone who's just met the bond servant this weekend. This is a very powerful conference, and it has taken me out of my comfort zone of being physical and fearing entering the realms. It's been a wrestling between the mind and the spirit man overcame the logical thinking. I want to thank God for the bond servant, thank God for Mama, thank God for this ministry, and I want to encourage people to not lose hope, to not lose faith, that when it's your time, God will send you to the right place and He will raise the right servant to fight with you. I'm looking forward to climb more and more into the realms and to learn more under the mentorship of the bond servant. Thank you.
Upcoming events with the bond servant of Christ, John.
The Holy Fire Conference in Ennis, Texas, USA. Dates: 26th to the 29th of March 2026 at the D Realms Training Center. Time: 6 p.m. daily.
Global Roar for all nations at Grand Arena, Grand West.
To secure your spot, visit hub.drealms.org or scan the QR code on the screen. Date: Saturday, 6th of December, 2025 at 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Central African Time.
Venue, Grand Arena, Grand West. Address, 1 Jakes Gerwell Drive, Goodwood, Cape Town, 7460. On Sunday, the 7th of December, right after the second service, we'll be having our water baptism with the bond servant of Christ, John. Scan the QR code and register now.